Alright, welcome back. Just setting up the channel here quickly. Get into the live stream. I just, once I start the broadcast on the PS4, I have to go into the channel and do a couple of things here first before I can get into it. So while we're doing that, put that on. I think. So there's something to watch anyway. Until I get this done here. I think it's a beast. It's not very easy. Alright, so I think we're ready to go here, ready to rock and roll. I think. So what as good as it's gonna be, I guess. And okay. So in the new DLC, we got that new Mazda, the 787. So I wanted to take that around and see what we can do with it. It is, I remember, this DLC came out a long time ago for PC. So I will say I had an opportunity to use it back then. To be honest, though, with that, I didn't really use it much on PC. Wasn't overly impressed with it, but it is pretty interesting, I guess, to some degree, and you can still have a lot of fun with it. It depends on what you're really looking for, I guess, but The main thing is that this is be good for the controller users that are out there. Before I get too far into this, what we'll do is I'm going to quit out of here, and I'm going to show you what, because I had actually one of my subscribers, um, one of the members, one of my one of my followers, yes, and anyway, he had a question with regards to my setup, my for the DS4 controller. So here we are. I'm actually just using the preset number one, which, you know, I just don't understand why at this point in this stage of the game they're not allowing us still to map out our controller. Um, Even with the wheel, you can't do any mapping. The mapping that they have is kind of ridiculous. Um, but anyway, it is what it is. They still haven't given us that yet. And at this stage of the game, I think Kunos is really lacking when it comes to that. So anyway, I'm just using the preset. So here are actually my advanced settings for the controller. So I got the vibration cranked right up to 100%. Speed sensitivity, I'm hovering around 72. It could probably go down a little bit more to 70. I haven't used this in quite a while. I think the other day I did do some. It was my first time back on the controller after being on the wheel for quite a considerable amount of time. So it's a little bit to get used to again. The dead zone I actually have down around 0, steering filtering around 15%, and the steering gamma at 1.7. Now, someone was asking me about these. These are actually, the steering has dead zones, but these also contribute to the dead zone, speed sensitivity, all that kind of stuff. It's actually just reaction time of how your sticks react to the wheels and how that translates. Same thing with the steering gamma. Some people crank that up, but I find that and the filtering, if you get that up too high, what that ends up doing, it just gives you really got to crank the sticks over. I like a more sensitive stick. That doesn't sound too right, does it? That doesn't sound too right. Anyway, I like a little more sensitive stick, and I can appreciate that feeling a little bit more. So, not as much as some, and more than others. But now the gentleman that the subscriber that I was talking to had some back and forth with regards to the controller settings and stuff. He actually has his gamma turned right up to like 3.0 and stuff, and his filtering is a bit higher. I think his speed sensitivity is higher than what I use. Um, and the steering speed I think he uses like 50 or something. I'm not 100%. Maybe like one or two on the dead zone. So anyway, I tried out his settings just for, and I don't know if you're going to be watching this or not. There, give a shout out to actually give a shout out to this guy. He's a pretty good guy, and really nice to have him in the fold. And just let me a sec. I'll get his name is Shameless 01. And thank you for providing me with your controller settings. Now I did try them. I found that I really had to move the sticks quite a bit in order to get what I wanted, to get the car to move. So to me that just equates to more dead zone. I find I have a little bit more feeling with this, for good or bad. I mean, it is what it is. So with all these, like I said, the steering gamma, try to keep that low. If you're a person that likes a lot of dead zone and stuff, I know it does have dead zone here, but these all work just like dead zone. It really has um, play project. It looks better. Yeah, that may be, but the physics in this, well, not that you really notice physics too much, I guess, on a controller per se, but anyway, it's a little different. But we're into Assetto Corsa today. But thanks for the suggestion there, woohoo. And but I just got into this Assetto, so we'll do that for a while. Maybe we'll get into some Assetto Corsa. I think I can actually use my wheel with Assetto Corsa. It's one of the only things. I have the Fanatec wheel. Anyway, let's get into this. We're gonna drive around Spa a little bit with the new 787. And let's have a look. Now, and two Unos or Woohoo. I'm trying to pronounce your first name, and I don't want to butcher it there, Woohoo. But to Woohoo's point, Project Cars, yeah, it does look better. I agree, 120%. It's got the weather effects. It's, night and day transitional weather, transitional night and day. So you have all that, and with that transition, you get the different track temperatures as you're racing, and it's great. It is. The physics, though, are lacking. It would be interesting once we see, the new Project Cars 2 and see how that changes out. I'd be kind of interested to see how that all works out, but because Kunos has a lot to learn as far as putting in the transitional weather and the night and day transitions as well, because it's definitely something that if you're an endurance racer or anything like that, you definitely need that. Now, I mean, people who are on Assetto Corsa, they want to endurance race, but it goes from sunrise to sundown. Well, sunset, but it still never gets dark. It still never, you don't get that transition. You don't get weather. It kind of sucks too, right? Well, it depends. Are you on a wheel or are you on controller? If you're on, I'm going to take this out. Well, I'm going to show you the difference here. I got the default. We'll put it on the default setup first, and just to see. You're on the wheel. Okay. Have you played Assetto Corsa? Have you tried Assetto yet? Really? And you're asking me that question. Well, that's interesting. I guess each to his own. I find the physics so much better with Assetto. Way better with Assetto Corsa. Yeah, the physics are much better. The AI are even though they're not in the best stage that they have been in the past, the AI is better than Project Cars. And I use a lot of AI, as you can see right here now. I'm playing with the AI, but their situational awareness is a lot better than Project Cars. But I just find overall the physics part of it, for me, you can't. Project Cars, boy, oh boy, you got a lot of work to even do anything that comes close to Assetto Corsa as far as physics go. And you got to really get into the force feedback settings for each individual car, which I tried, and I've done for some of my cars, and I got some videos on that, and it helps. But I don't know. I just find there's a little something more with Assetto Corsa. It feels more realistic to me. Now, having said that, I've had an opportunity to get into PC more because my T300 went kaput on me, and and of course I have an older Fanatec right now, so my T300 went on me, and so I have an older Fanatec to replace that until I can get my wheel done, or get my T300 fixed. So anyway, of course, Assetto Corsa doesn't support the older equipment, right, for Fanatec. So I'm kind of SOL. So it really has been sucking, I'm going to tell you. So I've had an opportunity to get into what's called Race Room. I don't know if you heard of that one or not there. Who have you heard of Race Room on PC? Yeah. Have you tried the demo? It's free. You get. Yeah, I got it. So I downloaded the demo, and right around when Assetto Corsa was coming out, to be honest. And then I put it away. I didn't, go with it. I thought, you know what, my PC isn't powerful enough, all that kind of stuff. And I put it away. Well, I've had an opportunity to go back to it because my T300 went down, and I had this old Fanatec wheel. I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it another go. Give me some, I'm just, I love racing so much. I just can't not race while I wait to get my T300 fixed. And so anyway, I went back to it. I gave it a shot, and I loved it. I thought about going to iRacing, right? I wanted to get a little bit more, get the V8 supercars, all that kind of stuff. Jesus Christ. This is the default setup. It's a bit, wow. A lot of understeer with that. Anyway, I gave Race Room another shot, and boy, oh boy, I was just so impressed with it. And unlike iRacing, Race Room, there isn't any monthly fees or yearly fee, membership fees. You buy the DLC that you want to use, which is sort of like iRacing, but at a fraction of the price. And they have competitions, that kind of stuff. And if you don't have the car, the track combination that's in the competition, you can still participate anyway. And you can win prizes, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. So I started to invest a little bit in it. I got some, bought some tracks, I got some cars, and I can't get enough of it. Actually, I have some videos up. I got a little bit of problem with my Fanatec pedals at the moment. I don't have any luck right now when it comes to sim equipment, I'm telling you. But go on there, you'll see a few videos that I put up on Bathurst, and oh, too far out. Yeah. Wow, come on. Somebody was asking me, is it better on wheel or is it better on controller? Well, the immersion is much better. I find, you know what I do find the difference, big difference between them, especially even in Assetto Corsa, is that with controller, the curbs are much more forgiving on controller than they are with the wheel. Very tight. Yeah, I put a lot of hours. I mean, project cars, don't get me wrong too, right? I like project cars. It's a very pretty game. It's just, they've had a lot of problems, and they had a lot of problems with their physics, and I put a lot of hours on that thing. Before I went to wheel on project cars, they put 660 hours on controller on it. Made a ton of videos, broadcast mainly. But boy, once you get away from the controller, it's hard to go back. I'll tell you. Get it back after a while. I've done it a couple of times, had to go back to it. It's not easy. What wheel do you have? slow through that bus stop. Oh, first gear. Come on, stay in there. It's very twitchy. Yeah, what wheel do you have there, woohoo? You're still here? And I haven't tried the private lobbies in here yet. I think kudos, I mean, they really screwed the pooch lately too, to customers. Especially the console customers. I think they really hurt their reputation. Woo! Come on, baby. Of all these cars, I really like the Sauber, actually. That's one of my favorite. I'm not too crazy over this Mazda, to be honest. Come on, turn. $225. That's pretty slow, isn't it? Oh, I'll have a look at it anyway. Not bad for controller, I guess. For me, anyway. Yeah, it is much like if I was to run this with the wheel, it wouldn't be so forgiving on the curbs the way this one is. Still trying to figure out that that Audi Quattro, that S1. Want to love to get that. It's a little pushing the track limits a little bit there. I'm not sure if they got the sound the same on PC with this car, because I remember this on PC, it had a little bit different sound to it, I think. I could be wrong. right. I'm gonna stick. See what I got here for a setup. Bits. I'm working on a little setup here. So first we'll have a look at the defaults. That's not the default, because that should be up at 2, I thought. It's weird. Yeah, so these are all... Yeah, it's close enough to default. So yeah, it has a very, very high final drive here. It can go higher. I mean, I don't know if we really got a track for it. Maybe the new Highland track, I guess we could stretch it out. Yeah, we're on mediums there too as well. Quite a high tire pressure for whatever reason. I don't know why they would default, I guess. It's a relatively safe setup, I think, for this car anyway. This car, from what I remember on the PC version, though I didn't drive it that much on that one either when it was released. I do remember it was very twitchy. It was a lot of work to drive. And to be honest, it's not a lot of fun. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, because it all should be fun. But you know, some cars, they can be a real pain in the ass to drive, and they can be really hard to drive, but they're a lot of fun to drive. This is hard to drive, but it's not a lot of fun, if you get my drift. Alright, so I dropped my brake pressure here a little bit. I got 45 liters of fuel on board. Brake bias is at 59 for now. This is a work in progress. Aero 1 and 13. I brought it down to 12, and I just found that on the higher speed turns, I was losing the ass end, and that probably has to do with the way my gearing is a bit. I tried to bring down, you'll notice here, so the final drive was much higher, so I brought down the final drive, and but what I had end up doing, because fifth, all the gearing was so much lower. I think it was like 165 miles an hour, which is nothing for this car. So I had to bring everything up a little bit, and I'm having a little trouble with second and third, going around some turns in here, so I might have to make some adjustments there. It definitely had to play around with the diff a little bit as well, and even my preload, because it just wants to walk out on me, and I've been away from the controller so long now that I just don't have that finite control like I used to. So I'm suffering, that's for sure. Tire pressures, I brought them down just a tick. Same with the camber settings. Toe in values, I think may have brought them down a little bit, if anything. But my ride height, it's something that I think I brought down probably about 30. Yeah, because it's 330 for the rear and 300 for the front. So I brought it down to 300 and 290 in the front. Springs, I softened the rear a little bit more. I brought it. I think I brought it up to 110, and this is 90 up front. But and I also had a higher spring rate. I brought it up to 7 and 4. I ended up putting that down a little bit as well. It just was getting too uncontrollable for me anyway at this point, because I just don't have the time in on the controller again. But it's just an exercise to see, you know, something to do. So I'm gonna bring this. Oops. don't want to get... I'm going to bring these down a couple there. Up. This packer rate stuff, I've always had trouble with that, trying to get the right. Same thing with this travel range. I just take a stab in the dark with it, and I'm just gonna put it up. Oops, I'm gonna go that far. Go up to 65 in the front. Yeah, I've always struggled with those. I know there's the explanation and stuff like that, but I mean, it's not just trying to work out. If you're working out just any one setting, well, that's fine. But the problem is once you think you figure out one setting that you think you're going in the right direction, you're screwing up everything else. So, you know, you got to get everything to somehow magically work together, and that's always a struggle. I'm not the best when it comes to this, but let's see what we got here anyway. That's all we can do. Now we are a little heavier, a little bit more fuel on board. See what my tires are doing too. A lot nicer going up through there. I gotta extend. I think I'm gonna have to extend fifth again. Bring everything kind of matching up. This is too much of an extension in between those, so I gotta bring that up. I don't know if I need to bring up first anymore. Well, I can't anyway. Well, I guess that settles that. That settles that. Alright, let's give it another try here. Lights on for safety. Oh, look. Settled it here. That squeaking, it sounds like my Mazda. It sounds like my Mazda 3 right now in the back. I was just thinking about that. It sounds exactly the same. Now that's reality. That's immersion for you. Yeah, it wants to come out. It wants to come out on me. Wow. I don't like 5 speeds either. It's hard to get used to them. Everything you drive is pretty much Just changed my gearing up as well. It just wants to step out on me. It's too tight coming around. Oh, so what are you stopping? What are they having a picnic? Jesus H. Christ. They're having a picnic. Driver's meeting or something. Yeah, it sounds like my Mazda. My Mazda. I got a little Mazda 3. It sounds exactly like it in the rear end. That's funny. Yeah, they're very tight now. See, everything affects everything, and so when you go on and you, not necessarily watching my video, but watching anybody's video that, you know, they've already put up a setup for you, you know, they already got it on, you're just watching a video, 2-minute video, and they show you their setup. This is what, you know, I mean, some of them are really good, I guess, and they can come up with them pretty quick, but this is what they got to do. I mean, they do a lot of behind the scenes work to try and get it right, right? Apparently there's a tool where you can, an app or something that you can plug in the numbers and it'll give you what you need to, you know, your corrections, I guess, or something. I don't know. I have never seen it, but I've heard about it. Very tight there, and then it goes off. Wow. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. You gotta be kidding me. No cars around, and all of a sudden I wipe out, then there's 1,000 cars around me. Oh, wow. Mamma mia. Wow. Okay. Settle down. Settle down, Greg. Settle down. Gotta find that squeak. It's bugging me. Just like the one in my car. It's bugging me. I swear to God, it sounds exactly like that when I go over a bump. That initial turn in is it's like it jerks. There's nothing, and all of a sudden it kind of jerks a bit. I want to try and get a lap in. I'm almost done with this. Don't waste too much time on it. Now the guys on the wheels, they're running 206s. 206. I don't think they're running 206 with a controller, but if I try to put it in second gear, it's too much. It just gets too much oversteer or too much understeer. If I try to come around that turn, second gear, and first is too torquey. It wants to spin me out. Still got it, yeah. See, third is so much understeer. Wow. And second is very torquey. Like it's just too much. It'll give me so much oversteer. Wow, really messing this up. My baby. Ah, what am I doing? Wow. Woof. She's just wants to come right around on me. Wow, and then understeer. Understeer, oversteer, understeer, oversteer, understeer, oversteer. You just can't get rid of it. We got both going on big time. I think I'm bringing memories back on PC when I didn't drive this car that much. I can see why. Well, see you later. Okay, had enough of that car for now. I can only take so much of something that isn't behaving the way I want it to behave. And time to move on before we get frustrated. So, you know what? Let's go to... Maybe we could try and work on... Oh, you know what? I'm going to go to Embla. I just got to get back in the swing of things here a little bit and get my confidence back. Get the confident, confidence, confidence. Just gotta get the confidence back here a little bit with this controller. Get the feel back in it a little bit and work my way back to those kind of cars. And it'll roll back into the... We'll go back into the Audi in a few minutes. I just want to make sure that maybe it's just the way I'm doing it or whatever. Maybe it's I made some controller adjustments. Or maybe it's just me. I'm just very rusty. Very, very rusty. But that 787, that sounded exactly like my Mazda 3. All the squeaks. That was funny. Even I got to laugh at that. I always liked this car. Okay. Now, it's been a while since I've been on controller, so maybe the tackle on that 787 was just trying to bite off a little bit more than I could chew. So I'm going to get back into this Maserati to see if there's anything maybe I got to make in my controller adjustments. Maybe it's just something I'm doing. Yeah. Could be. Warmed up here a little bit. Turn in is very... I could probably do a little bit less. Just gotta get used to it again. Get the feel back. I will say though, you definitely on controller, the controller is much more forgiving on the curves than the wheel. We'll go back to Highland as well. Maybe get that Audi back down there. See if I can try to work on a setup for that as well. Oopsie. Not too much of the curve there. I like this Maserati though. It's a fun car to drive and I love the sound. There's not too much I don't like about it, to be honest. Keep on forgetting that's a second gear turn there. Now, as I was saying earlier there, a subscriber sent me his controller settings, and I decided to give them a try, but I found it just had so much dead zone in it. It's just beyond my liking. Turn, 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 son of a gun. Yakking away and not paying attention there. But yeah, I just found it a little bit too, you got a lot of stick movement. I'd kind of rather have less stick movement, but I think what I have in here right now is just a little too sensitive. It's getting that sweet spot. Oh, I need third, and then fourth. Jeez. Too many transmissions. I gotta get used to it, I guess. Try this again. It's been a while since I've been on Imola. I really like this track. Yeah, so forgiving. If I had the wheel going over like that, the ass end would have came out on me. I would have lost it. More than not. People ask, you know, is it playable? Is it playable with a controller? Well, absolutely it is. Absolutely. And you can be, you know, if you work hard at it, you can be competitive with the controller as well. As you can tell, I haven't been on the controller for quite a while, really. Months. It's good for me to come back, I think, and do this every now and again. You get so used to using one type of controller, like the wheel or whatever, and you forget right? Your memory muscle fades. And then you get times where, you know, the wheel isn't working or broken, like, you know, in my case, sometimes. And then you're completely lost when you get behind you get back into this controller again. Even that green shit. I gotta say though, after being pampered with race room, and that's a sim. Whoa. There we go. Just gotta get back in the groove. I'm not running any traction control. Oh, come on. Really? Wow. That wasn't very nice of him. That wasn't very nice. Listen to that though. Beautiful sound. Love that car. And you guys too, anybody who's watching wants to get into our Facebook group. As you can see right down below there on the screen where it has the welcome, you look in the Ps4 VR sim. And then if it's Assetto Corsa, if it's Project Cars, if it's Race Room, if it's whatever, just type in whatever the sim that is after that and you'll bring it up. American Truck Sim, all that kind of stuff. Lots of them there to join. A lot of good people in the groups, and a lot of good information you can get from them. Yeah, I may have cut in front of them too, I don't know. But you'd think that they would back off. That's the difference too between Assetto Corsa and say something like Race Room. And Project Cars for that matter. As you go up with the different sims, the AI get better and better and better. So from Project Cars to Assetto Corsa, huge jump in the AI, fantastic situational awareness. And then all of a sudden, Kunos did something, a few updates back, and the AI went to all the hell. Then you go into something like Race Room, and the AI are fantastic, and they give you a great battle. Leaves you with a lot of confidence. You can fight them, and you don't have to worry about, you know, them taking you out. I mean, they bump you around and stuff, but See, it must have known I was coming around. See, look at that. Now, come on. That's exactly what that was. That was a takeout. See, so I don't know what... I don't know what they did with their AI, but... Oh, I want it to go slow. Oh, crap. Rewind. Here he comes. Here he comes. I'm coming in like I should. I don't know. He didn't have to hit me that way. I don't get that. I don't get it. Anyway, it is what it is. So with the controller, I think for me, I need to get in this, go back to these types of GT3, GT4 cars, and then work my way back up to the higher, faster cars. It's just just what you need to do. To go from the wheel and then jump back right into something like that is it's a little high expectations on my part, I think. All right, so you know what? This car might be fun on the Highland. What car would be fun on Highland? Yes. Trying to think of a car that would be a lot of fun on Highland. Change track, yes. Highland Long, yes. I don't know it, but hey, change car. All right, what kind of car would be fun for there? We could go with the Audi again. It's not a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. But I'm trying to think of something else that might be a lot of fun on there. Oh, there's that new BMW, the M4 as well that was put into this. This one here. Ooh, look at that livery. Yeah, this is the new part, actually, of the update. But I'm just trying to think, what kind of livery do we want? Livery. Oh, we got something with a crazy ass paint scheme, though, don't we? Something not too plain. Well, these are all the same, pretty much, aren't they? Why would they... Black box, age exclusive. Now, is it just me, or is there absolutely nothing different about them? What's the difference? I'm thinking the mirrors? No. The roof? No. Tires? No. Wheels? No. Even here. This is... What the hell? Oh, well, there must be a difference, because look at it, it changed. Maybe the hue... So this is more of a flat black, I think. Alright, so what about that one versus... See? Nothing changes. Like, at least these two, it changes a bit. Oy vey. It is pretty kind of crazy, though. Let's take it out. Let's take it out on the Highland. And, nah, we don't want single make. We'll get same class, I guess. We'll have some fun. What the heck? What the heck? They're gonna kick my ass, but, maybe I should put it back on, medium. And, we'll go with, how about, like, in the morning-ish? 8:30 in the morning. All right. Got it. Ooh, looks badass though. Is it Russian? Like I don't know. What is that? I don't even know what that is. We'll take it out in default, and then we'll try to make a couple of corrections. There probably won't be a lot you can do with this, but we'll take it out for a little spinner. And she, oh, look at the interior, nice, nice, nice interior. So I got a big schedule next week planned. I got the whole week off. Huge schedule next week for broadcasting, and it'll be like huge broadcast. Like I mean, 8-10 hour a day broadcast, and so it should be pretty interesting. Lots of different sims. Can't wait. We'll start this weekend maybe a bit. Oh, I don't think maybe offended somebody with that Russian comment. Hopefully it wasn't a Trump fan. Okay, so let's just have a look at the setup here. What you can do with it. Fuel. Oh, so you can do a little bit to the toe. That's it. Alright, so let's have a look. Ooh. Listen to that sound. It's got a badass sound. Ooh, turn headlights. Let's have a look inside. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go. This isn't your regular M4, I'll tell you that. Go for a little drive on the countryside. Comes right in though. Light in the Aston. Oh, very twitchy. A little bit of understeer there. Oh, that's my boy. He's got his own ringtone for my phone. Just 1 second, sorry. Yes, son. How you doing? You're sick. All right. So do you want me to, when do you want me to come get you then? Do you want me to get you now? What's that? Well, when do you want me to grab you then? Well, because you can sleep here if you want to. If you want to get rest, you're not feeling well. You can get some sleep here. Okay. Alright, I just gotta stop this broadcast. Gotta go pick up my boy. And sorry about that. Be right back. We'll start another one. Sorry about that.